What's cracking, everybody, and welcome to episode 148 of the Good Kraken podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Ernell Pearson, alongside the broken man, Devin Stanford.
Good morning. Broken in more than one way.
Good morning. I'm broken. That's what he says. That's what he says. Nice hustle juice cup, my man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. What's your hustle juice this morning?
It is some Death Wish coffee with some hazelnut creamer in it.
Oh,
so yes,
okay,
indeed.
okay.
Nut
Indeed,
command.
nut. Indeed, come.
Come.
Devin, last night we played some Battlefield, and things went very funnily. Like
it was actually a lot better than I thought it would be. It really was. It really
had
was.
a surprisingly good time. Let's go. Oh, Jag and Shad, GK, let's go, baby. Let's have a Jag.
I think I averaged like a 2.0 KD like all night too.
You did. You sure did. Yeah, you did. You did surprisingly well. I mean, like, you're kind of just naturally good at shooters, so it's like.
Well, Battlefield used to be like my favorite shooter. And I was just really disappointed with the launch of this game. Still don't like the whole specialist thing that they're doing. It really should just be like 4 classes. Or like if you really wanted to make it a little different, maybe put in a couple more classes. But we don't need specialists. We don't need specialists.
I mean, it's only kind of specialists. Like, you can still do like loadouts and stuff like that. Like,
yeah. And I feel like the progression system is really daunting in that game compared to how it has been in other games. Because usually, like when you use a specific weapon or rifle in other Battlefield games, you get like 5 kills and you unlock this attachment, and so on and so on and so on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
And it's really not like that in this one at all.
It's not. It's not. It was still fun though. I mean, like the big stuff that we have going on, like the 32 V32s and like the big 128. The hazard thing was fucking fun as shit. That was really really fun.
No, I really like that, and I'll have to go in and get a clip out of that VOD, because there was that one moment where I just shredded that whole team that you guys were fighting, and they killed all of you, and I was like, I'm gonna go run over here and get behind them. Dude, that was like one of the best Battlefield flanks I think I've ever done.
Oh dude, yeah, you fucking nailed that, dude. You clutched it hard.
I went around this corner, and it literally, they were all lined up facing you, and I was like, headshot, oh nope, spray, headshot.
Yep, dude. Oh man, it was fun. I was genuinely like pretty pleasantly surprised by it. So I'm hoping that we'll get a chance to hop back into it again. Devin, how's your week going, my man?
Going, new job, working on music, new bands, lots of new things going on in life, lots of changes, lots of goals and plans being made,
Yep. That's the way to do it, baby boy. You know what I'm saying? 2023 is gonna be your year, Devin. Are you ready? Are you ready for it?
It fucking better be. It's felt like 2020 for the last couple of years. You know what I'm saying?
Right? It's been a rough time since we started GK. You know what I'm saying? It's been pretty wild.
Even beforehand.
Yeah, I know, man. It's been pretty wild out here. But hopefully it's gonna be wild for you guys at home too, because today we're talking the end of Portals, so no dome, Mark Wahlberg, and much, much more, because this is the Good Kraken podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear, live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 12 p.m. If you're on this wave, you can head on over to our Discord channel, where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access before episodes go live on podcasts and video services across the digital sea.
Yarg.
But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. We offered you the chance to watch us record this show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime, and we would love for you to give that to us to help keep us pushing content out for all of you listening or watching at home. That's my home sound. Yeah, you had to get the pitch shifter pedal. Yeah,
it's me.
But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel by clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there.
Review.
Devin, we have some captain's order, my friend.
Orders?
Oh,
Gorge.
Captain's Gorge, Mickey. Have you seen that video that was going around where it's supposed to be like Mickey and Goofy like physically attacking each other in like a hotel room? Bad video. First off, guys, this is your final reminder here. We will not be doing any going live posts for our podcast recordings anymore. So our live content when it comes to our podcast stuff, if you guys wanting to be a part of that, you're unfortunately going to have to take a closer look at our schedule that we post in our Discord channel every Monday and the schedule ad mat for the week that we post up on our socials every Tuesday. So go on, follow us on all our platforms, all that good stuff. You want to keep up to date with what we got going on. We offer our calendar schedule every week for you guys. You guys kind of know what to anticipate. Our gameplay, new episodes being live on podcast platforms, and any special events that we have will still be posted. So you guys will be able to see those things. So you're not completely out of the loop. We're not leaving everything in your guys' hands. But our podcast stuff, we got to make sure that we're trimming down a little bit on how often we're posting about our bullshit. So you guys at home don't get tired of us. Mm-hmm. But if you also want to get super tired of us, please go follow us on TikTok. That is at Good Kraken Show on all platforms. Because we might, wink, wink, you know what I'm saying, start doing some live content on there very soon. So please go check us out over there. Follow your boys, follow the family, be a part of the Fish family, and all the good things in between. Devin, tell the people at home what we have going on next.
We got some fun little news bits for you guys in the helm.
Devin, hit him with our first story, baby boy.
All right, y'all. So, Splitgate devs end development on popular shooter to focus on Unreal Engine 5 sequel. This is coming from George Yang over at IGN. After careful consideration and much deliberation, the 1047 Games team has determined that in order to build the game fans deserve and build it in a way that isn't trying to retrofit a live operate an existing product, we are ending future development on Splitgate, the studio said in a statement. The team emphasizes that the next game will be a shooter and it will still have many portals, as well as be free to play. 1047 Games continues, we want to be clear that Splitgate will remain online, as will your items and progression. In fact, we will roll out a new battle pass on September 15th, and it will be free to everyone as a thank you for playing Splitgate. Splitgate was released in 2019 in early access and has remained in beta ever since, with regular content updates. The beta was overwhelmingly popular, with tens of thousands of players jumping into the game. 1047 also raised $100 million in funding off the popularity of Splitgate. While support for Splitgate will continue, along with smaller updates and fixes, the majority of effort will be spent on creating a brand new shooter game in the Splitgate universe.
So first off, George Yang had like 3 fucking typos in there, George. We love you, dog, but get it together.
Who's your editor?
Figure it out, bud. So secondly,
go get a soda.
Is this kind of surprising for you? I know you're kind of like our resident Splitgate guy. You were in it to win it for a hot minute there, but like, I'm personally a little surprised by this. I really thought Splitgate was going to be like their shit for X amount of time, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, they did say it is going to be a sequel to Splitgate.
Sure. I mean, like, you know, based in this universe and so on and so forth. But like, I thought they would have ended up treating this like Overwatch for fucking a decade. You know what I mean? Like,
no, they're smarter than that.
God.
The game was already free to play from the start.
You guys and fucking Overwatch, man. I swear to God, you guys just fucking insufferable.
No. It's us guys and Blizzard.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Well, thankfully that acquisition's coming around now. Pretty soon I'll be able to shamelessly play Diablo again. Jack, figure it out, right? I know, dude. I know. Real. So what do you want? What do you want from a sequel? What do you want Splitgate to?
Just a more refined Splitgate, honestly. Some, more weaponry, a little bit more polished character models and movement and stuff.
Do you still want it to be sort of this Halo copy that Splitgate sort of was?
I mean, it succeeded as that. Why not?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
It's a good gameplay loop. Um, and it was really easy to grab a hold of because of how familiar it was. You know,
Yeah.
there's a ton of Call of Duty clones out there. You know, and I think when you put like a first person shooter in the realm of being a clone of another game, I think Splitgate has been the most popular out of all those.
That's fair. That's fair. That's very much fair.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. I see
Yeah.
you. I see you. Do you did you have sort of like any expectations for Splitgate itself going forward as far as like I mean they say they're leaving a battle pass for people like you're still gonna be able to keep your stuff, you're still gonna be able to have a little bit of progression, but like do you think like it's dead? Like what can we expect out of this?
I don't think it's dead because I think a lot of people still play Splitgate because there's a lot of people who are very much not stoked about the decisions Microsoft has been making with Halo.
Okay.
Um, I don't know if you saw the yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll be
But
talking about it. Don't worry.
but yeah, I've heard from word of mouth like other people who play Splitgate, a lot of people play Splitgate because they're not happy with Halo. You know, so
Hmm. Hmm.
I think that kind of gave them more of a reason to focus on a sequel to this to make it a better game because I think they realize an opportunity they have to gain a foothold within that exact genre of
Mm,
gaming.
okay, okay. My last question for you here. When do you think we'll be expecting to see something about Splitgate 2?
Late 2023 or 2024.
Okay, okay. All right, I like that. I like that a lot. Unreal Engine
Mhm.
5, all the goodies? All
Yep,
the
yep,
goodies?
yep.
Yep.
I mean,
All
it says
right.
it right there. It says it right
Yep,
there.
yep, yeah. I know. It's going to be dope, dude. It's going to be fucking good.
Mhm.
Devin, hit him with our second story, man.
DC fandom canceled in 2022. This is coming from Marco Vito Otto over at Variety. The disappointing news came amidst a complete restructuring of the DC extended universe, which included the canceling of multiple productions such as Adil El Arbi and Balil Fallah's Batgirl and the Supergirl and Wonder Twins movies. Created in 2020 as a way to keep fans hyped during the pandemic, the DC fandom has two successful editions in which Warner Brothers shared trailers for highly anticipated projects such as Matt Reeves' The Batman and James Gunn's Peacemaker. The event also allowed the cast and crew of major DC EU movies to reveal behind the scenes secrets and served as a welcome replacement for all the in person events that got canceled due to COVID. With the return of in person events, Warner Brothers Discovery is excited to be able to engage with our fans live at numerous Comic Cons around the world and will not be scheduling DC fandom for 2022. End quote. While it will make sense to prioritize big events such as Comic Cons instead of investing money into an exclusive showcase, DC's presence at the 2022 San Diego Comic Con was disappointing, to say the least. We did have new trailers for Black Adam and Shazam Fury of the Gods, but there were no surprises regarding the DCEU. The surprises came after when Warner Brothers Discovery decided their merge demanded a complete rethinking of how DC properties are handled.
Fuck, man. I mean, canceling their own big event that was, potentially scaled. But I mean, honestly though, like, are we at all surprised? I mean, they fucking trashed three-fourths of their goddamn DC calendar and said, hey, like, we gotta figure something else out. So I guess, like, to be all in all fairness, like, we can't really be surprised here. Do you think it comes back in 2023?
No,
No. Oh shit. Wow, that's a hot take. Okay. Why? Why do you think we're not getting it back?
because I think they're gonna focus on Comic Cons because Warner Brother Discovery is in a position where they need to focus on their funding and prioritize their funding. That's why they've been canceling a
Hmm.
lot of properties and things. So I mean, Garrick Vermilion Beard in chat says it right there. He thinks they couldn't afford it. That's why it got canceled.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Garrick also in chat says they should have kept the fandom going. They didn't even show hardly anything at the damn San Diego Comic Con, and New York doesn't bring anywhere near those numbers. Because all reports say they can only afford 2 movies this year for the remainder of the fiscal year. Yes, that is factual, Garrick, my man. Coming in here with
Mm-hmm.
the little info here for us. I mean, it's I don't know. They're obviously in a very, very weird state right now, right? Like with this whole Warner Brothers merger and them dumpstering like a majority of their content that they had planned out and things that they wanted to do and things that they want to do now in the future. Obviously, it makes sense for them to say like, hey, like it doesn't make sense for us to do a fandom because we have nothing to announce. Right,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of what it came off to me as. I guess I didn't really think about the whole them not being able to afford it thing, but to me it's just like, what would they even announce? Like, oh, here's a movie you're never gonna see. Like
Mm-hmm.
unless like someone has plans for Batgirl to actually be released. I mean, it doesn't really make sense for them to have some sort of convention, right? And I mean, the thing is too is like them focusing on San Diego Comic Con, as Garrick said, it's like they don't have anything to announce at DC Fandom, let alone San Diego Comic Con. Like, I don't even know what the fuck they have to announce at all these days.
Mm-hmm.
I almost really agree. I almost don't think that if we do get a DC Fandom, it won't be until 2024
Mm-hmm.
when they have had more time to kind of like do some production and like figure some things out and like really kind of get their hands back on the horns of the bull. It's kind of heartbreaking to see this happen, right?
Yeah, what they need to do, they need to put James Gunn as their Kevin Feige.
Mm-hmm.
They need to get in touch with writers of the DC comics,
Mm-hmm.
and then they need to come up with a plan that way. This whole like copycat thing that they've tried to do has not worked.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, thankfully they have. There's talks right now about Greg Berlanti being their Kevin Feige, which is the gentleman who ran the Arrowverse for the CW, I believe it was that the
You
Arrowverse one.
know, I will give him credit because he did keep the continuity of the CW Arrowverse going
Mhm,
pretty well.
mhm.
Um, it would be cool to see him have more production value, you know, behind
Yeah,
that.
no, sure. And I mean, like with you know the actual Warner Brothers budget, I would imagine that would be so. I mean, like the Arrowverse was on CW, right? And like
Yeah.
CW was kind of going down the fucking drain for a very, very long time. They've never had a good enough budget to be able to pull off like something that was gonna look and feel extravagant, right? But as
Mhm.
Garrick says in chat, thank God we at least get Gotham Knights in October. But I want more films and TV. Like they left us on the Batman. Like, yeah, like we want more. We want more of that. We want it like sometime soon. And instead we're getting Joker 2 as a musical. You know what I mean? Like it's just like,
Yeah, no, I'm still like very, very not stoked about that movie. You
yeah.
know, I look at Warner Brothers right now the same way I look at Sony when it comes to movies.
It's it's weird to think about, dude, because it's like they left us on the Batman, okay?
Hmm.
And the Snyder cut happened, like everything before that happened, like Wonder Woman 84 was a thing that happened there. But like it's like coming off the boots of like Man of Steel and the first Wonder Woman movie, and like seeing like that they were in this direction that could have absolutely slayed it, right? And they just dropped
Yeah.
the fucking ball. And look at them years later scraping for fucking straws, dude.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking to watch, especially because like I so badly want the DCEU to be good. I do. Like
Well, we
I
all do, right? We
Right.
all
No,
do.
seriously, like we want this to fucking work out for them. Like we've seen what they can do with their content being in the right hands. We saw Peacemaker. That show was fucking phenomenal. We saw Peacemaker. We saw what they could do, and I just want them to get things back on track, man. And it's crushing to see this all go down the drain the way that it has the past couple of years, dude. It's
Hmm.
so Garrick and Chad, I am really cautious on Black Adam because The Rock has been in so many films that I think people are actually getting a little sick of seeing him. I also think people are getting very tired of seeing DJ Dwayne The Rock Johnson in movies as well. I'm kind of hoping after Black Adam he takes a break for a while. I
Or
also
only does Black Adam stuff.
yeah, I mean, like, I'm honestly too. I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm trying to hold out some hope that Black Adam might actually slap. I'm kind
Yeah.
of really hoping that Black Adam might actually slap, especially coming from the same universe as universe quote unquote as Shazam, right? Like, I would hope that
Mhm.
there's some inkling there of something being good.
Which also has Henry Cavill's Superman. I mean, it's Snyderverse. That's what it all is. It's all
Yeah,
Snyderverse
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And we know that Batflick is going to be involved in this 10-year plan. Didn't an article come out about that
I
like
mean,
a
we don't
week
know if that.
ago?
We don't know if it did. Batflick is presumed to be an Aquaman 2.
Mhm.
Or Aquaman Lost Kingdom or whatever the fuck it's called. But we don't know if those plans are even going to be followed along after that, right? Like, we don't even
Mhm.
know if like after, like, is there even going to be a point to Aquaman 2? I guess that's my point. Like, we don't know. We have no fucking clue. Like, that could be a dead fucking end for all we know.
What
Like
if Doomsday just blows up the planet?
they just let it happen. Yeah. Like what if Black Adam just destroys everything? They let Black Adam win. Like, he just
Yeah.
destroys all of it. Yeah, he is reprising, but to what extent we don't know. Yeah. It's
Okay.
God man, it's fucking
Are
crushing.
we gonna get Batman with his submarine helping Aquaman in this
I
movie,
want
just
I
like in the
want
cartoons?
I want this Batman with this little Jedi mouthpiece thing, you know. I want a Batflick in that desert fit again with like the goggles and shit.
Oh yeah, no, I want that movie. That's the movie I want.
I
I
no,
want that movie.
I want that movie because that made sense on its own. It just didn't make
Yeah.
sense in that
What if we
movie.
got what if we got evil Superman and Black Adam actually raised from the ashes to fight evil Superman?
Mm,
Warner Brothers, what the fuck?
mm. Warner Brothers,
James
hire
Gunn
us.
would have done it. James
Hi-
Gunn would have done it.
Hire me, Devin, and Garrick right now. That's what you need. That would have been justice for sure. Yeah.
Honestly, honestly, like, I'm not saying I am, but I think the fans of DC would write a better script than the DC movies we've been getting lately.
I know. It's disappointing, man. It's disappointing. But we do have some good news for all of you guys because Ubisoft officially announces Assassin's Creed Mirage. This comes from Dalton Cooper over at Game Rant. For months now, rumors have been swirling around Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed franchise, with reputable insiders indicating that a new game in the series is on the way. Earlier today, the new Assassin's Creed game leaked online, revealing its title to be Assassin's Creed Mirage, showing some images and confirming its pre-order bonuses. Instead of ignoring the leaks like most companies would, Ubisoft has decided to get ahead of things and officially announce Assassin's Creed Mirage. Ubisoft announced Assassin's Creed Mirage. Oh my god, they said it like
How
four
many times can you say it?
with a social media post that included some key art for the game and confirmed exactly what fans will get to see more of. The full Assassin's Creed Mirage reveal is going to take place at the next Ubisoft Forward event scheduled for September 10th at 12 p.m. Pacific time. That is next Saturday. Ooh, Devin.
10 a.m. Pacific time?
We're 12 p.m. Pacific time. So when we start, we're going to have to keep that up. We might have to do a live reaction, doggy dog.
Yeah, we might have to start a half an hour earlier for you folks so we can live react to this.
We might live react to this motherfucker. At minimum, this means Assassin's Creed fans can expect a proper trailer for Assassin's Creed Mirage, though it's possible a release date will be revealed too, especially since one of the pre-order bonuses have already leaked online. Previously, it was leaked that Assassin's Creed Mirage will take place in Baghdad, Iraq. The Assassin's Creed Mirage protagonist is believed to be Basim, who previously appeared in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, though that has yet to be confirmed at the time of this writing. Since the other leaked information about Assassin's Creed Mirage has proven to be accurate, though, there is little reason to doubt the reports. Jag Live React, it's too perfect. We're gonna have to do it, Devin. We're gonna have to do a
Yep,
live
yep.
reaction next Saturday. Honestly, the ideas that you three out there are always things I would kill to see. We got you, Jag. We got you, Jaggy baby. So, Devin, more information I found. I kind of like did a little bit of digging on this leak and like saw a bunch of stuff like the day that the leak happened. The big thing here, right? Because the rest was mostly like pre-order bonuses. There's like a solo mission that you get as a pre-order bonus. That or not solo mission, but a mission that's only available to people who pre-order. But the big thing that people are talking about when it came to this leak is that they're wanting to take this back to the original Assassin's Creed days. So it's not going to be some massive open world with a bunch of missions from like NPCs and things like that that we've been seeing from Odyssey and Origins and Valhalla. It's going to be more like the Ezio de Auditore series that we saw, the Brotherhood series, you know. And so like it's. Do you want that? Like, are we over the open world Assassin's Creed games?
I'm not over it, but we know that they have multiple Assassin's Creed projects in the works.
Mm-hmm.
I think this will be a standalone experience, you know, story-driven game with a nostalgic feel to it, but it will probably incorporate some of the newer systems too.
Okay.
I think that's what we'll get. It'll probably be a little bit more movement based than action based, but it will probably have a lot of those RPG elements that we've gotten, because that has been, I do like the RPG elements a lot with the equipment and everything. So I would like to see that stay in the game. But we do know that there's in Assassin's Creed Infinity happening as well. That's probably going to be more on the RPG side of things, especially with it being a multiplayer game.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah. I for one am a little bit tired of the open worlds. I think like I've yet to beat any of the three that have come out, because it's so exhausting. I mean, like I watched a friend of mine put 170 hours into Odyssey, and before he like never actually completed, never 100% of the game. It's like there's so much content in these games. It's like I want the Assassin's Creed story without having to feel like I have to commit to this massive time investment that is required of the recent Assassin's Creed games. But at the same time too, they're not really following like what the original story was, like the plot of the original Assassin's Creed like stories after Desmond had died, right? And so like I'm curious as to see like whether or not they take things back to even that end of things. Are we going to get some of the like modern day like Assassin's Creed lore in here as well? Or are we going to continue suit? Because like the last time we had that, there was an entire story arc of finding out that there was an ancient like alien civilization that was directly involved in the battle between the Creed and the Templars. And then that just is gone. And like I would like to see them get back to that. Do you want that, Devin? Like, are you sort of on the same page?
Yeah, and I wish we could just get a reboot altogether, because like I or like what I want in an Assassin's Creed game, and you know, now that I think about it, with this name, this could be it. Actually, what if half of the game is, you know, you going back in time and playing as your ancestor, and I want the last half of the game to be in that modern world.
That's all I've been.
That's what I want.
I've been.
That's what I want.
Modern day Assassin's Creed for so long. and I thought it was going to be Desmond. We have that level where you actually play as Desmond in one of the last like Assassin's Creeds that
was that. That's in Assassin's Creed. Was that in Brotherhood or Revelation?
It was Revelations.
Yeah. I have that.
Yeah.
I see I've beaten every Assassin's Creed game up to Origins. Yeah.
I've beaten all of them to Origins except the Victorian England one. What was it called?
Yeah, Unity.
No,
I didn't
not
play that
Unity. One. Unity is.
I didn't play Unity actually.
Oh, okay. Unity is good. That's a good one. That's a good one. No, what was it? What the fuck was it? Syndicate.
Syndicate.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I did not beat
That's
Syndicate.
a good one too.
But man,
I like Syndicate.
I want it. I want it back.
It's got that Sherlock Holmes vibes, Jekyll and Hyde kind of shit, and I like that.
God
That
damn, give it to me.
like gothic Victorian stuff.
And I
I
want.
might, you know, you're hearing it first, y'all. I might do a replay of the Assassin's Creed series from the beginning.
I've been thinking about doing it myself too. Jack, yeah, Syndicate, yeah. Thank you, Jack. Thank you. There's also an interesting take here in them picking a character potentially because they haven't confirmed it, right? With them picking a character that is simultaneously on the timeline running out as a character from Valhalla, right? So it's interesting to think that like they've only done that I think one other time, and that was Rogue and Unity, where Rogue was about the Scottish one that became a Templar after he was in the Creed, and then Unity being based in France simultaneously as the events of Rogue happen.
What I thought Rogue was like with Assassin's Creed 3.
Yep. No, because they came out with Rogue because Unity was strictly a multiplayer. And so they came out with Rogue at the same time because I think they were worried about people not being able to access Unity. Because Unity was a PlayStation 4.
No, it was on Xbox One too.
Yeah,
it was bundled. It was bundled with Xbox One games when it came out.
Right, but I mean, I'm not saying that was exclusive, but I'm saying it was a next gen game, and they locked out 360.
Oh yeah, Rogue was for 360. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, so there's obviously like some cool stuff they could potentially have of it. I'm just really excited to play like potentially classic style Assassin's Creed. Right.
Like, I want the classic movement with the new equipment system and that contained open world.
Right.
Because you remember
the sandbox, right? The sandbox. Yeah.
Yeah, because you remember even Brotherhood and Revelations, those maps were, I mean, look at Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Those maps were massive still.
Black Flag, favorite one of this day. Goddamn, feels good, man. Feels good. What doesn't feel good though, Devin, is our last story here. Pour one out for Halo Infinite's split screen co-op. This comes from Nicole Carpenter over at Polygon. She says this: Halo 5 Guardians dropped split screen co-op when it released in 2015, though it sounds like a decision 343 Industries has regretted. The company outright promised never to do that again. In fact, yet now, the studio is canceling its planned split-screen co-op update for 2021's Halo Infinite, though the online cooperative mode will still be released in November. 343 offered a November 8th release date for its winter update, which will include co-op. Excuse me. The studio announced the news in a video published Thursday. Quote, "We've had to make the difficult decision to not ship campaign split-screen co-op and take the resources that we would use on a split-screen co-op and go after this list and all of these other things instead," end quote. Halo Infinite creative lead Joseph Staten said, referencing their new roadmap. In 2017, 343 Industries studio head Bonnie Ross called Halo 5 Guardians a quote-unquote painful learning experience and vowed that all first-person games from the studio moving forward would include the feature. Community director Brian Gerard reiterated that promise in an E3 2019 blog post on Xbox Wire. In that post, 343 Industries detailed Halo Infinite's Slip Space engine. God, that was hard to say. Slip Space. Jesus Christ. Which was built specifically to support the future of the Halo franchise. And a major part of that was the quote-unquote long-awaited return of split-screen support. Devin, is your heart fucking broken, my man?
Only slightly, because I don't think I was really going to play this game split screen anyways.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, is your heart broken for other Halo fans? I mean...
yes, but like, and I think it sucks that they made a promise that they're not following through with. That game has almost been out for a year. We are 2 months shy of this game being out for a year. And there are a lot of features that come with Halo games that have still not been integrated into this game. Yes. It is solely surviving off of multiplayer right now, and the fact that it has an 8 out of 10 story.
Yeah.
But it is very bare bones multiplayer. very, very bare bones compared to all the other Halo games. Um, I'm really hoping that Forge knocks it out of the park, because that's the only way that game is going to survive at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Forge is gonna have to save Halo Infinite, right? I mean, like,
Yep.
that's kind of just the bottom line here. I mean, like you said, like, we more than likely had no plan to do split screen co-op when it came to this, right? Because our multiplayer experience for the campaign would have ended up just being online, right? But I do know that there's a lot of people that liked doing couch co-op Halo with their friends, because now this means that, like, not just the campaign is not going to be split screen. Like, there's a lot of issues here. There's a lot of fucking problems. I don't know how 343 seriously dropped the ball this hard on Halo Infinite, but I know there's a lot of grievances that Halo fans have had about this game since its fucking release, and this just is just kind of the cherry on top, right?
Mhm.
Like, do you think Forge is going to be enough?
Mm, it really depends. Like,
Yeah,
if they
yeah.
drop Forge, they need to drop like like some Forge playlists of old game modes, like very like coveted like game modes that were created, like Duck Hunt and other things like that, Trash Compactor. If they did a curated playlist of like Forge classics, I feel like that would really help their case and get people to actually catch interest in it again, especially with it being free to play,
Okay.
and actually spend time in Forge making maps and game modes and stuff like that, and
Okay.
playing with it. Um, that's just coming from me specifically as someone who's played Halo since the fucking dawn of Halo.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but this has been, granted, the game is really good, actually. Like the gameplay, the mechanics, the movement and stuff like that. It has all the foundation to be the best Halo,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have all the content to be the best Halo. Um, and there is so much they can do with that world too, especially the ring in Halo, that they really need to be smart and capitalize on this. I don't understand why they're having such a hard time with this game, especially knowing the budget and the talent that's behind it.
That was going to be my next question to you, is like, what do you think happened? Like, because this game was anticipated. It's called Halo Infinite because it was supposed to
Yeah.
be an infinite amount of Halo, right? Like, there was supposed to be just this bombacious, wild fucking like take to the Halo that we've always loved, and
Mhm.
this was supposed to be it. This was supposed to be the ultimate Halo. What do you think went wrong?
I couldn't tell you, man. I maybe it just comes down to maybe people were button heads on ideas or how to do things. It's
Yeah,
hard to say.
yeah.
It's hard to say. We don't know. Um, the only thing we do know is they dropped the ball.
Very much so. And now they're gonna be paying for it for a real long time, my man. Be paying for a real long fucking time. Well, you guys at home, thankfully, are not gonna be having to pay for it, because we're moving to our next segment where you're not gonna have to pay for it at all. But you are gonna want to pay to support us here, because before we move to our next segment, we are going to remind everyone that they can support us over on our Discord channel, where they can get cool things like early access on episodes here pretty soon. They can write on the show, and they can get episodes ad-free. Well, they probably aren't on our Discord. So for now, here's a word from our sponsors.
This piece of good Kraken content is brought to you by Glide mousepads. The world is changing, and the demand for PC gaming and work from home setups has never been as wild as it is right now. Having the best of the best in PC accessories only makes it easier to get your work done before you jump right back into the fray of the digital sea. And Glide knows exactly how to make it happen for you. Glide mousepads is the future industry leader in mousepads, offering beautiful, smooth, and waterproof products made with eco-friendly materials and non-slip rubber in a variety of sizes that are guaranteed to help you get the next win. Is your battle rug just looking a little crusty? Is the mouse just not as smooth as it used to be? Or are you just looking to get rid of that ergonomic mousepad your grandma got you for Christmas? Well, then I think we have the mousepad for you. You can go to glidemousepads.com right now and use code Kraken for 15% off the Founders Edition mousepad in every size available. Again, that's code KRAKEN, Kraken, for 15% off any Founders Edition mousepads today. Our next sponsor is Rogue Energy. Late nights are pretty much commonplace for us content creators, and any of us here at GK can attest that sometimes you're just too damn tired to even think about how not to be tired anymore. Lucky for us, though, Rogue has figured out how to give us those late nights and even earlier mornings, the supercharge we all need. Rogue Energy is a low-calorie, no-sugar energy formula that is the perfect alternative to sugar-filled canned energy drinks and sodas. Every formula Rogue Energy produces is designed with optimal levels of high-quality ingredients and no chalky textures. Being the only gaming drink company in the world with 4 unique product lines to suit your task at hand, Rogue Energy strives to improve that in-game performance of gamers, streamers, and content creators everywhere. Look, I love this stuff. I've got 2 tubs at home right now. Your boy is drinking on some caramel vanilla latte in the mornings and sipping on some mango pineapple throughout the day. And if you are wondering how you can get these 2 dope flavors, well, I'm gonna tell you. You can head over to rogueenergy.com and use code GKRAKEN for 10% off your purchase on any shaker or formula tub of your choosing. That is GKRAKEN for 10% off any shaker or formula tub of you'd like. And now, back to your regularly scheduled Good Kraken content.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here, and we are here for a goddamn good time, right, Devin?
Ain't that right, brother?
You damn right, brother. Tell them what we have next, Devin.
Next, you got to put these hands on decks.
Like the worst segue ever.
Why do you expect anything less from me at this point for this one?
I love it. Devin, what is Hands on Deck?
Hands on Deck is where each of us pick a game or movie or TV show and we tell you about it, whether it's something we recently played or watched, and we pitch it to you guys. We let you know if it's good, if we thought it sucked, or if it's just kind of eh.
I like it. I like it. Devin, what have you been playing or watching this week, my man?
I've been out of the house a lot and also been a very busy bee between doctor's appointments and setting everything up for my new job and stuff that I'm doing. But I did a second viewing of Nope last night.
All right. Okay. I like it.
And I want to reiterate that movie holds the fuck up. And everybody needs to go watch it.
Absolutely, everyone needs to fucking go watch it. You know what I'm saying? So how was it this time around? Is there anything different that you noticed that you didn't notice before?
Oh, yeah, there's lots of like little subtle things too. Like pay attention to the clouds, guys. Pay attention to the clouds throughout the whole movie. The whole movie.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably a lot of people who haven't seen this yet, so I'm not gonna like, give away any spoilers or anything. On what it was, but like you see like more things through the second viewing that you're like, oh, okay, and the intro to the movie makes a bit more sense too.
I might have to watch this again, though. God damn it, dude.
Yeah.
This is such a fun movie.
Yeah, and I was really actually excited to watch it this time around because I paid more attention. Instead of me being an awe spectacle, because it is that kind of movie the whole time,
very much
I was paying more attention to all the little things that he put into this movie. And now I have a better understanding of what his sequel to this movie is going to be as well.
Oh, what do you think?
I can't say, dude. It's gonna spoil shit for people.
I'm pretty convinced it's gonna be the monkey. I think
I am too, but like I don't want to talk about it too much without people being able to see this. This is still a newer movie for a lot of people that have not gotten the chance to see this. It's just now starting to be available to rent on streaming services, but it's still $20 to rent, But honestly, me and my friends last night, they haven't seen it, so I gotta watch it. They kept asking me questions the whole time because they knew I saw it, and I'm just like, I'm not fucking spoiling this for you. I'm gonna watch you guys react to this.
Pay close fucking attention because this movie's wild, dude.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. We played a game though. We took a drink every time they said nope.
How many drinks did you get?
I couldn't count.
I didn't really realize that they said nope that much. I guess I didn't really think about it when it came to the dialogue. I'm
No.
like, I might have to do like a nope counter.
Yeah.
Next time I watch it.
It's at least over a dozen times, at least.
Ooh. Ooh.
I think overall count though, the reason why it ended up being fun is because we included no's and na's.
Nah.
No's.
Nah.
No nopes and nas.
No's, nopes, and nas.
Yeah.
That's the sequel right there. It's gonna be nah.
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 Or the sequel's just gonna be like, yeah.
Yup. That's it. That's the one. Guys, please, like, you guys at home, you seriously need to watch this goddamn movie. This movie is fucking magic. And I know that, like, we said the same thing about Get Out when Get Out came out. I know all of us raved about fucking Get Out, but Nope is a pinnacle. It is a pinnacle in
It's my
movie
favorite.
making. It is honestly almost has no fucking right to be as good as it is, to be completely honest, guys. Like, y'all need to fucking watch this shit. Do not miss out on your opportunity to do this. In the meantime, Devin, and I kind of want to talk about something I don't want to put too much energy into talking about myself, because we will be covering it in the near future. But my friend, I have to talk about it a little bit because god damn, Devin, I watched the first 2 episodes the other day of Rings of Power, my friend, on Amazon Prime. And here's the deal.
The first one.
Was it?
I watched the first episode.
My man, you gotta watch that second one. Guys,
I know.
I am, a lot of people know this, I'm a fucking diehard Lord of the Rings fan, okay? I was super worried going into the show because their assets, their promotional material, their marketing on it has been very, very fucking weird. They've put the massive budget into this show in all the right ways because fucking A, this show is fucking good. Oh my God, these first 2 episodes were fucking extravagant. Oh my God, dude. I was hooked from the fucking jump. The young lady who's playing Galadriel is so good as playing this fucking character. I believed every emote, every word she had to fucking say. She's fucking killing it so far, dude. And they found a
We're living in the
way.
age of perfect castings.
Dude, they found a way to give us like 5 or 6 different stories that are happening at the same time, and really found all the perfect ways to get us hooked into every single character story. And like, there's a lot going on at the same time, and it makes sense. Like having this vast fucking world that is Middle Earth, in the beginning moments of Sauron coming back, being born in some extent or another, because we're kind of finding out that like he exists, and so on and so forth in this age that we're in now in Middle Earth. And there's so much to be had here. There's so much juicy material to be had, so many juicy stories to be had from these different perspectives of people living their lives and coming to find out that Sauron is a thing. And this is a side of the story that like a lot of people never really got, because the Silmarillion is like a collection of stories that sort of talk about some things that happened in what we're going to be seeing in the show, as well as some things that happened between then and what we know as the Lord of the Rings. There's a lot that people do not understand could potentially be happening in this fucking show as we follow along with it. And I am so goddamn excited to see it, because the second I saw that they were giving us like what it means, like, because okay, when you watch the original Lord of the Rings movies, Devin, did you understand the concept of like the elves finding immortality, like at the end of their lives, right? So they get onto a boat and they're traveling to a different world in which they will be able to live out the rest of their lives in peace, right? And a lot of people who didn't read the books and only watch the movies were like, oh, that's the elven heaven, right? That's effectively what it is. Well, they finally show Valinor and shows what that means. And like, I don't want to ruin it for anybody, baby, but goddamn, they fucking nailed it in this show, dude. Devin, what are your thoughts on it? You watched the first episode. How are you feeling about it?
It feels like a movie. Straight up, it feels like a movie. It feels like a movie. It feels like the same exact universe. They didn't skip a beat.
Mm-hmm.
It's got better CGI. It's got better effects.
Yep.
It actually looks better than the Hobbit movies. Straight up. And there was a quote I saw from IGN the other day where Jeff Bezos' own son went up to him when he found out that Amazon acquired the rights and started making a TV series and said, "Dad, don't fuck this up.
Don't fuck this up." Yeah, straight up, don't fuck this up. And because his son said that, Jeff Bezos walked away. Had nothing to do with the production on this. I am so happy that that was the case.
Me too.
I don't want Smaug himself having any part in the story about Smaug. Okay, like I want nothing about that. Okay, this show is going to be so fucking good, and I am so excited to talk about it with you and with Garrick and potentially Xander if it's something that he's even interested in. But I know me and Garrick and you will be talking about it. We will be covering it when the show's over. I am so fucking stoked to get my goddamn nerd on with you boys about this fucking show, because this is gonna be so much fun to watch week by week alongside House of the Dragon and alongside She-Hulk. Like,
I'm infinitely more interested in this show than I am of House of the Dragon already.
And like, I'm having a hard time, dude. I'm having a real hard time because House of the Dragon's pretty fucking good. It is. Game of Thrones content is a slow build. It's a slow burn. I can see like kind of what they're going through here, but I was hooked immediately on Rings of Power. Like, immediately. And don't get me wrong, there's some things that I feel like that they could have done better. Like, I'm a little bit weird about the casting for Elrond. I don't feel like he looks enough like the Elrond that we got in the movies for me to feel like this is young Elrond, right?
Agent Smith.
Exactly. Like, he doesn't look like Agent Smith enough for me to be like, oh yeah, that's Elrond. Like when he's like the human equivalent of like 25, right? He just doesn't quite line up for me. And then Kelle Brimbore, I'm a little weird about the casting with him too. Not necessarily casting, but just how they made him look. Because this Kelle Brimbore in Shadow of Mordor is what I would have thought he would look like. Long silver hair, like beautiful little dude, you know, like that's what I thought he would look like. And this Kelle Brimbore is not, he's not quite what I had pictured in my head, well, as being like a longtime fan of Lord of the Rings, but like I don't necessarily mind it too much because I do understand like he plays a very important part in like this story that we're about to get, and like there's a lot, because Kelle Brimbore, for anyone that doesn't know, Kelle Brimbore is the man who creates the rings for Sauron. He creates those rings, and so like there's a lot that happens there, and I just I'm holding out hope, man, because these first 2 episodes were fucking baller, and I'm so excited to fucking see more of it. Goddamn, Devin, we're gonna be talking about it, baby. We're gonna be talking about it, baby. I'm here for it. I'm fucking here for it. Talking about it. Devin. Oh, excuse me. I'm gassy today. I'm burping it up today. Devin, my man, we're gonna be talking about it in the future, but for now, we're gonna talk about something else. What are we moving into next, my boy?
We are moving into the gallows.
Protect your neck.
Protect your heart.
Yep. Pour one out for the homies. Guys, for the gallows today, we are talking a very weird but fun conversation with you guys, because today we're talking, should musicians and or actors share mediums? So we have a lot of stuff that we've seen from actors becoming musicians and musicians becoming actors over time, and there's a lot of actors that have done it, and I want to kind of get a chance to read off some of these folks for you guys. Let's see here. So the first one that came to mind originally, and that's since the our intro earlier on today, one Marky Mark, who is Devin's favorite actor to have ever existed. It's wild, right? It's fucking wild how much Devin loves himself some Mark Wahlberg. But we also have guys like Ice Cube, who's phenomenal. Justin Timberlake has done some movies and actually not bad in those movies.
Not bad
At all. We've had guys like Will Smith share mediums. Beyonce herself has been in some movies, such as
Beyonce herself.
Austin Powers Goldmember, plays as Foxy Cleopatra. She's fucking great in that. Ludacris himself, one wonderful character in the Fast and Furious franchise. He's one of my fucking favorites.
John Cena.
I mean, hey, we'll fucking take it, right? Cher was in Burlesque. That was actually did a very, very good job in Burlesque. She did fucking incredible. Queen Latifah. Madonna's not done a whole lot, but we also see things like Lady Gaga, who was in American Horror Story, Hotel. Oh, hi Amos, baby. Ice-T, the man, the myth, the legend himself, being in Law and Order SVU, one of the greatest shows to have ever come out. J-Lo, LL Cool J. Rihanna's not really been in a lot of stuff. Barbara Streisand, that was a bad time in human history. Barbara Streisand doing some singing. We now have some modern guys like Harry Styles that we're getting in movies now, which we have Don't Worry Darling coming out at the end of this month, which I'm real fucking stoked to see. Let's see here. We have Mariah Carey, kinda. You know what I mean? Kinda.
Ryan Gosling.
Oh yes, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, he has a band called Dead Man's Bones. That's actually really good.
Kevin Bacon, also a musician outside of being an actor. Bruce Willis does some music, and Keanu Reeves did some solo music back in the day. Snoop Dogg, we've seen D.O.G. out here doing the motherfucking
Go watch
thing.
Day Shift.
Go watch
Jamie
Day
Foxx.
Shift. Good movie.
Jamie Foxx too.
Goddamn, Jamie Foxx. Honestly, probably the best actor / musician that we have here, like on this list, because he's fucking good. I don't know.
Ryan Gosling is pretty fucking good too. I'm not gonna lie.
He's pretty good too. I don't know what gift Jamie Foxx was born with, but the man's talented as fuck.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
You know what I mean? Maybe it is. Jada Pinkett Smith, another phenomenal actress / musician. Russell Crowe.
Look at this dog right now, guys. He's just like, hey, I want to be on the podcast.
Cute. Just being fucking cute. He's like, hey, what's happening, guys? I'm podcasting right now. We're like, woof, woof, woof. And he's like, ruff, 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 ruff. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's getting sleepy.
He's such a good boy. He's a good boy, Amos. Idris Elba also used to do some music back in the day. Good man. P. Diddy. Do you remember when he was in that fucking movie with Jonah Hill and fucking something Russell? What's his fucking name? Back in the day. It was when Jonah Hill was having to be like the personal agent for
Get Him to the Greek.
Get Him to the Greek. God damn, that was a movie. And P. Diddy fucking killed it in that shit. You remember that?
Yeah.
I am black. You can't outrun me.
Is that Russell Brand?
Russell Brand. Thank you. Remember that guy was fucking all over the place?
Yeah. Comedian, actor, musician. Yeah.
Ruined Katy Perry. God damn it.
Namaste.
Namaste. And then disappointingly, we also have Jared Leto, who we know. Devin, let me ask you, do you hate Marky Mark or Jared Leto more?
See, I hate Jared Leto to the fiber of my being as a human. And I hate Marky Mark because he's annoying in movies.
I thought you were gonna say the same thing twice. You're like, see, I hate Jared Leto with every fiber of my being, but I hate Marky Mark with every fiber of my being.
But the problem is I like him in a couple movies.
Mark Wahlberg? Yeah, because the other guys, he fucking nails it, right?
Yeah, I love
he
that
fucking
movie.
nails it. The other guys, god damn, he's
But
good.
I hate that in everything else he's the same person. Like, you don't have to be a Boston cop in Transformers. I'm sorry.
You sure don't. You really do not. That was unfucking necessary, my friend.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So I got a little comprehensive list. So let's talk about some of the key folks that we have here, right? So first on the top of this list we have Lady Gaga. Okay, how have you felt about Lady Gaga's time being an actress lately?
I think she's done a good job. I'm not excited about her new movie that she's doing, but I think she does a pretty good job, honestly. She definitely falls into her characters when she's doing it. She doesn't act like herself.
Yeah.
Which we get a lot of actors who do that. Granted, some actors I like them, but like I mean, Mark Wahlberg, Will Ferrell, Snoop Dogg,
Mhm.
a lot of these people just act exactly like themselves
Right.
in the movies, which can be warranted. But when you see somebody playing a bunch of different roles
Mhm.
and they're just the same person,
Yeah, you get a little over it pretty quickly, right? Like, yeah.
Mm.
God, I want Lady Gaga's face on mine. Harry Styles was in Dunkirk. He was in Dunkirk.
Yeah.
Did you watch that movie?
I didn't.
So Harry Styles actually does an okay job. He's not like a main character like he is, like, because he's like the homie of the main character that we're sort of following in this story. One of the main characters, obviously, but he does pretty good in that. I'm a little excited to see what we get from him in Don't Worry, Darling, as well as Star Fox in Marvel now. Because I don't know, man. It's gonna be hard to say. I know there's a lot of people a little bit bummed out by this one because like Harry Styles like could have the chops, he could fucking do it, but we don't know. We haven't seen enough to really like know for sure.
I don't think Disney would hire him just because he's Harry Styles if he couldn't play the part.
That's fair. I think that's fair. I think that's totally good. I mean, they did you see like the discourse when the rumors rolled out that Megan Thee Stallion got casted in Marvel, and people were like,
No.
what the fuck is Megan Thee Stallion going to fucking play in Marvel, right? Well, come to find out, it's just herself. She's literally playing Megan Thee Stallion in Marvel, and we saw it literally the next week, the other day, and saw how that turned out. Oh boy. Oh boy.
That honestly, I think that was the funniest episode I've seen in the existence of the MCU.
That was pretty fucking funny episode, dude. It was pretty fucking good. It was very self. We'll be talking about it another day. We also have Idris Elba here, who used to be a DJ who played nightclubs in London, known as Big Drees.
Big Drees.
Big Drees. Goddamn. Good for him though, because he's a fucking good actor.
Yeah, he is.
And I am very happy that we have him there. Will Smith, obviously, we know the history of good old Papa, good old Will Smith himself. He was originally known as DJ Jazzy Jeff and then Fresh Prince. And then getting into his acting career a little bit later on with some debuts in some TV shows, actually. Let's see. We also have Aquafina, who is the young lady in Shang-Chi. As well as having a role in Ocean's 8, Crazy Rich Asians, and The Farewell. We've had her, but she originally went viral on YouTube for a song called My Vag in 2012. But then came out with an album called Yellow Ranger in 2014, which is even funnier. Even funnier. And then Jennifer Hudson. Obviously known most for her part in American Idol, but then she came out and started acting in Dreamgirls and tons of other stuff since then. Beyonce, we talked about that earlier. Rihanna having some stuff here, appeared in 2006 in Bring It On, All or Nothing. You remember the Bring It On movie, Stefan? I didn't even realize.
I don't think I watched them, to tell you the truth.
I didn't even realize that Rihanna was doing any acting, to be honest with you. But right underneath her we have Justin Timberlake. who has obviously we know Justin Timberlake from NSYNC, but has also been in some other stuff, such as The Social Network, Bad Teacher, Friends with Benefits, Alpha Dog, and Inside Llewyn Davis. All very good movies. Did you ever see that Justin Timberlake movie? I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but it's when everyone has a clock on their arm that tells them like how much longer they have to
Time.
live. Was it called Time? Okay, that's a fucking good movie.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I saw that one.
Oh man,
That was like the same era, like when Looper came out and stuff too, and
all those
Jumper,
sci-fi. Yeah, dude.
I love that era of sci-fi. Honestly,
I know, dude. You're a big sci-fi fan. I know that you love that shit. You eat that shit up. Dude.
I love sci-fi and fantasy and raunchy comedies and dumb action movies that don't have to do with zombies.
And Mark Wahlberg.
No.
Exactly. Ice-T, who is, like we mentioned earlier, our man in Law and Order SVU. He hasn't done a lot of acting outside of that. He's done a couple of things, not a whole lot, but he's done a few fun stuff. But we know him as the rapper Ice-T, as well as the lead vocalist for the wonderful hardcore band. Devin.
Body count.
A body count. Let's fucking go,
How
dog.
shit get shot. You know what I'm saying?
Shit get shot, baby. Let's go. And then we had Mandy Moore for a while there. She was doing some stuff for a bit. No longer doing things anymore. I don't know who the fuck that is. I'm not leaving that off. Luda. We got Ludacris, LL Cool J, Luda, Queen Latifah. We have Mark Wahlberg. Ice Cube.
We skipped over Queen Latifah. Can we just appreciate how much of a hip hop icon she was and how good of an actress she is? I just want to throw that out there. Definitely deserves some recognition.
Goddamn,
she kind of like laid a lot of the groundwork for other like female hip hop artists and like rappers and stuff to get into cinema.
I mean, like we're looking at the era that like Queen Latifah and like Missy Elliott were starting to really blow up as like women in the rap world, and like Queen Latifah moving it even further, being a part of Barbershop 2, being a part of Chicago. Like there's some shit she's done that's actually been pretty fucking wild. Did you watch Hustle yet?
Yeah.
Adam Sandler's wife in this movie, and she still has the chops. She still fucking got it, dog. She's just fucking. She's a queen. She's a goddamn queen. It's in the name. Okay,
Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah. Give her goddamn respect. Apparently, Steve Van Zandt from The Sopranos, Silvio Dante from The Sopranos, excuse me, used to also do some singing and songwriting and guitar stuff back in the day when he was a part of Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band.
Oh, interesting.
Did not know that. That's pretty fucking cool. Madonna did some acting. We got Cher a few times. Barbara Streisand, I was talking about it earlier. Oof, yeah, bad time. Oof. And then obviously the king himself, Frank Sinatra. We saw that happen back in the day. So Devin, now that we've kind of gone over some examples here, sometimes it's gone well, maybe not gone so well. Do you think we have more space in Hollywood for these singers to be coming in here and then showing us their acting chops? And what do you think it is about singing and being a musician and acting that seems to kind of play side by side with each other?
I actually have a really easy answer for this. Okay. And I know you can relate to this too. A lot of times with music, especially as us being musicians, is we use that ground and that ability and just quote unquote portal as a form of expression for our emotions, right?
Yeah.
And I think being able to control those emotions, especially in that form of expression, is almost similar to acting in a sense, because you have to control your own emotion and how you feel and what you're doing in order to play that character, right?
Okay.
So I think there's some similarities within that. And it's the same thing with like comedians being put in like, comedies and stuff like that. They're doing something that's coming natural to them, telling jokes and, within banter of conversations, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's why you see a lot of singers and songwriters develop into actors as well. I mean, it's also those two industries have a huge partnership, right? Because you know how boring movies would be without music in the first place. You know what I'm
You know how
saying?
boring music videos would be without any people who want to act.
Exactly.
I mean, like, yeah. I mean, you're kind of on the right path. I see you here. I didn't really think about that before. I guess that totally makes fucking sense.
Yeah, I mean, acting is conveying emotion and character, and music is conveying your own emotion, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like they relate very well and correspond with each other. Doesn't mean everybody's good at it. You know, we see a lot of actors who try to be musicians, and it's not always the case. You know,
I mean, it's funny because we look at like the situation with Jared Leto, for example, right?
I loved 30 Seconds too. God damn, why do you have to be a piece of shit?
30 Seconds to Mars, dude. And
My
like
high school mornings watching VH1 and MTV, getting ready for school.
God damn, from fucking yesterday, seeing that back in the day, dude. It like and they that band was made because like he was in a movie and they needed a band for this role that he was playing in a movie. So he called up his brother. He was like, "Hey, do you want to be a drummer in this fake band for this movie that I'm in?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure, let's fucking do it." They put it together, and then come to find out they were actually really fucking good. So they started doing music as a band outside of this fucking movie. Like it's wild to think about that. And now Jared Leto's Morbius.
It's Morbin time.
It's Morbin time, dog. It's been Morbin time for a long time for him, apparently, dude. What I want to ask you now, Devin, is two more questions here. One, are there any musicians you want to see become an actor?
Ooh. Okay. This one might be a little controversial, but I could see how it would work. Also, he wouldn't be a huge piece of shit like Jared Leto, but he is still kind of a piece of shit right now.
Okay, who?
Keith Buckley from Every Time I Die, the vocalist. So he does have, you know, he does share other mediums. He is a writer. He writes for Comedy Central and stuff like that too. And he writes books. If you pay attention to his lyrics or any of the things he's written, he's got a mind out there. And I could see him like easily being in some sort of like horror thriller, like out there kind of movie or TV show, and easily see him be like a part of that. That's one musician I could see. But he needs to get his fucking shit together in the first place.
Yeah, I know. I feel it.
Love his music though.
I kind of want to see Logic start getting into acting. I think he'd be really fun if they found like the right movie to put him in. Like I think he would do really well in like a like comedy to start out with and like work his way in, you know?
Or like a dramedy, right? Like
Right.
What's his fucking face? Pete
Mark Wahlberg.
Davidson. No, Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson, yes.
With what was that? The King of Manhattan?
King of Manhattan.
Or King of Staten Island.
Oh,
King
yeah,
of Staten Island.
Okay, there you go. Yep.
Like that was a very serious movie, and the tone was very serious, and the movie was sad, but it also had a lot of comedy in it too. So I could see like Logic be a part of something like that.
That'd be dope.
You know?
That'd be a lot of fun. What about Lil Wayne? I know how much you love Lil Wayne.
He's gonna be in some fucking Crunk 2 movie. I don't know. One thing about Logic, I saw a video the other day on Instagram. Logic ran into a bunch of skaters like out on the streets, and he's like, "Yo, do a tray flip. I'll give you $100." And he was getting people to do tray flips and giving them $100. I'm like, man, where are you? Come to Portland, find me,
dude. That reminds me that like Owen Wilson used to fucking skate, dude.
Yeah. He was in the Yeah Right video,
dude.
Yeah, he used to hang out with like Eric Costin and shit like that back in the day.
Way back, dude. That's another fun one of like a different kind of medium too. Is like, like it's I don't know. It's interesting to think about like actors that we see in like Hollywood, right? And like the things that they pick up as hobbies that like are, you know, not just music, but like in other things too. Like finding out that there's like Henry Cavill, who is a diehard video game nerd. Like he like dude, like, finding that shit out was like the lifetime for us, right? Because we were like, holy shit, like this beautiful ass man that we see in movies and shit like that likes the dumb shit that we like.
He literally makes videos of himself every year building a computer.
the man is God. I'm like convinced
The
at this
man
point,
is God.
He
The man is actually Superman.
like the Bible talked about it for so long. The second coming of Jesus. Well, it's here. Like he's been here for about 38 years. Like he's.
Another one we didn't mention. Tony Hawk.
Oh yeah,
he's been in a lot of
He's
movies.
been in a few movies. That's right. Was it Freddy Got Fingered? Is that what?
More recently, Jackass Forever.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
he got thumbed on.
It's a movie, but he's not like,
He got thumbed on.
Yeah, he did. He sure did. Ouch. Gross. Dude, the Tony Hawk like tweets about like people like seeing him out in public and fucking killing me since like the beginning of like last year. Or
You
whatever.
look like Tony Hawk. Oh, crazy. I am.
Fucking
Really?
killing me, dude. Fucking killing me. So my last question, Devin, and it is ultimately, should musicians and actors share mediums? And it sounds like your answer is yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, look at us. We have different mediums, what we do. We're both musicians and we're both podcasters. Why not? I think most people out there are multi-talented people or are very interested in other things, whether you're passionate about it or it's just a hobby. And I think if it's, the former or the latter, fucking pursue it. Do it.
Yeah. And I mean, even just listing off the examples that we gave, we have more times than not that it actually turned out fine. It turned out great. Actually, we've had lots of examples of some of our favorite actors have actually come from music and or vice versa, like actors that were acting and now do music on the side. I mean, like the gentleman who plays Dexter, he has a band. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Michael C. Hall.
Michael C. Hall, yeah. Hugh Lowry, House, was one of my favorite fucking TV shows of all goddamn time. He's a blues musician since the beginning of fucking time. Like we've seen plenty of really, really good examples of like how it can turn out. I definitely agree. I think that having those multi-faceted mediums with these actors / musicians is actually really cool to see. Because I mean, I might not be into all the music that they do, but like they have more times than not come out with some really, really great stuff if they started out in acting. And more times than not, if they start out in music, they go into acting, they fucking slay it. It's been really, really cool. It's really, really cool to see. And that's why I was saying it's interesting about the Harry Styles thing, because I know that there's a lot of people super hesitant about it.
I'm not. That guy is. I don't think that guy would be as famous as he is if he wasn't as good at what he does already. Sure. You know what I mean? And part of performances like what he does include acting in the first place.
Sure does.
Yeah,
you gotta have some kind of charisma.
Shows. Yeah, you gotta have charisma. You gotta be able to follow choreography. You gotta hit timing cues. All that stuff, and a lot of that is included in acting.
Goddamn. Well, there you have it, folks. We say yes, absolutely. Give us more musicians / actors in this world, because it has been a good damn time so far for the content that we like to consume and watch and listen to all throughout the years. So for now, we're going to move into our schedule for next week. Devin, goddamn, baby, we got a fun week for all the people at home. On Tuesday, we have another good Kraken podcast. We're going to be talking about movies we want as video games. Goddamn, because there's some, even just off the top of my head, I'm like, let's go. Give me that John Wick.
Ooh.
Give me more John Wick video games. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want.
Judge Dredd.
Oh. I mean, we're getting that RoboCop game. You gotta watch the trailer for that RoboCop game, man. That shit looking fucking good. That shit looking fucking good. I need another Terminator game. I need a fucking good Terminator game.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. Wednesday.
Not the.
Yeah, not what?
Not the skins in Gears of War.
Please. And then Wednesday, we have another 7th Brevin, where our man here himself is diving back into Death Stranding. It's actually going to kind of give
whole new playthrough. We're gonna start fresh. I got the director's cut on PC.
Goddamn.
So we're gonna dive in and we're gonna see what this is all about. It's on Game Pass now. So if it's something that you're interested in, you want to play along with the story, it's right there. Play it on PC on Game Pass.
Do it, babies. Do it. And then Thursday, we have another Shipwreck Show live recording. That's, the usual stuff. You guys have been loving our shipwreck show. I'm glad that we moved it into live content instead of kind of like locking it out for YouTube only. But like, you guys have been fucking eating this up. You guys have been eating it up, and it's made Shipwreck Show even more fun when we record it now. So we've been having the last few episodes have been some of our like favorite Shipwreck shows that we've recorded because we've just been ridiculous.
Okay. You mostly have been ridiculous.
Listen, I'm gonna need you to not be so fucking loud. You know, like, can you fucking quiet down? Like, fuck,
You are
man.
1 week away from making me look like a saint. All right.
Yeah.
And I quote that by one Sir Chase of Beards.
Listen, baby. The butthole's here. You know what I mean? And then next Friday, we have another Splash Damage gameplay stream where me and Devin, and potentially one of you guys at home, are going to be doing some Destiny 2. It's going to be fun. We're going to be diving into it. Devin tried to play last time. Unfortunately, our boy Logan had to hop out, and then Sharky hung out for a little bit, and then Devin had to be kind of doing some Destiny stuff on his own. So we're going to commit it to Splash Damage instead, where we will have me and Devin. At the very least, he'll have some homeboy here. I need to dive in and get some of this campaign done. You know, whatever this new campaign, but the Season of Plunder.
The Season of Plunder.
I'm excited. You beat the campaign already, I'm assuming?
So it's not a full expansion. So it's
okay.
The season. So there's a new mission every week.
It's that ordeal. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna have to get caught up.
So you can catch up relatively quick.
Yeah. Not too bad. I gotta get my my power level up though. That shit's real.
I'll tell you all about that. Don't even worry about it.
Okay, I like it, baby. I like it. I like it. The next Saturday, we have another Good Kraken podcast. That is going to be at 12 p.m. instead of all the other content being at 7 p.m. Pacific time. We are doing GK Podcast D23 announcements update. So when we do that live, there's going to be one day of D23 prior, and we will actually be doing D23 stuff that day as it rolls out. So when we get to our headlining segment, we're going to be opening up and seeing some of the announcements that were made while the episode was running live, as well as prior to the episode, because D23 has a lot of Marvel and Star Wars updates that we're going to be following through with you guys, keep you up to date. So in the meantime, y'all, please let us know what your thoughts are on whether or not you think actors and musicians should be sharing meetings with each other. Tell us some of your favorite actors that used to be musicians and vice versa, as well as some musicians that you'd like to see as actors. That'd be a fun one. Comment it down below. Comment it to us in our Discord. Let us know on Twitter all the good things, because this has been the Good Kraken Podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 12 p.m. right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. If you're on this wave, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access before they go live on podcasts and video services across the digital sea. You can also support us by going to our YouTube channel by clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. We gotta get going on out of here, my friends, but until next time, watch Nope. Oh, you're muted. Oh, no. There you go. Bye, guys.